Welcome to the Ogden City Council's quick meeting recap for the work session and City Council meeting that took place on February 15th, 2022. In the work session, the Council received the annual report from the Ogden Nature Center. Executive Director Mary McKinley informed the Council that the Nature Center educated more than 31,000 people in 2021, with nearly 4,000 of them being students on field trips. 1,000 people donated 8,000 hours of service for a variety of projects. The center achieved line item status with the state budget in participation with the Formal Science Education and Enhancement Program, which means guaranteed funding every year moving forward to provide education programs for first grade students with no charge to schools. The Council then received an annual report from the Ogden Downtown Alliance, or ODA. According to Kim Bowser, ODA Executive Director, events in 2021 sponsored by the Alliance had an $8.1 million economic impact for the city. The Alliance also emphasized upcoming 2022 events, such as the Winter Market, which ends on February 26th, the Spring Beer Fest on March 19th, the Ogden Farmers Market all summer, the Car Show on June 3rd, Music on the Plaza, and many others. Event details can be found on ogdendowntown.com. The Council was presented with an overview of the 2021 Financial Audit Report and Comprehensive Financial Report. Representatives from the independent auditor, HBME, shared that their findings of Ogden City were sound. They found that the financial management and state of the city are in good standing. HBME recommended that minor changes be corrected to fix small errors in procedural processes and said they have been addressed. The Comptroller's Office then provided an overview of the Comprehensive Financial Update, detailing account balances and other details. The full report and presentation can be found in the results document on our website. The Council then received an update from the administration regarding the Marshall White Community Center. Marshall White Advisory Committee Chair Sean Bishop and Ogden City Recreation Manager Ed Bridge informed the Council of the last of 3 open houses this Saturday, February 19th at the Ben Lomond High School Athletic Facility. After the event takes place, the committee will present their findings from the open houses to the Council in their monthly update in March. The administration plans to present funding options to the Council in April. The Council reviewed proposed amendments to the Own in Ogden program guidelines. The proposal increases the amount available for persons purchasing their primary residence in Ogden from $5,000 to $10,000 for income-qualified Ogden City employees and new hires from $10,000 to $15,000, and an increase from $10,000 to $15,000 for qualifying full-time state-certified K-12 classroom teachers and administrators. These changes are the result of increased housing costs in Ogden. The Council approved the amendments in the Council meeting. The last item discussed in the work session was proposed amendment to the Ogden City Municipal Code related to council member qualifications and meeting schedule. The proposed amendments would allow a council member to retain their municipal district seat if a change in the boundary lines of the municipal district results in the council member residing outside of the new district boundaries. The council also reviewed a change that reduces the number of regular council meetings from 3 meetings per month to 2 meetings per month. The monthly redevelopment agency meeting would not be affected. This schedule has been under a trial period since July of last year with no significant negative impacts. These city code amendments will be considered by the Council on March 1st. In the Council meeting, the Council recognized the late Betty Gillespie. Betty was an Ogden resident and equal rights activist that volunteered for a number of organizations in the area. Betty's granddaughter Adrienne Andrews was present to accept the recognition, with out-of-state members of the family joining virtually. After receiving public input, the Council tabled a rezone petition and development agreement at 25th Street and Porter Avenue to March 15th. The property owner's site plan includes the construction of 21 townhomes on the property. The development would also include live-work units within some of the townhomes. An amendment to the mixed-use zone text was also proposed in relation to the rezone. The purpose of the zone text amendment was to create a section within the MU zone text that establishes specific requirements for the rezone at 25th and Porter. After concerns of noticing, access, and traffic were noted by the Council, the 2 items were tabled to the meeting of March 15th to allow an evaluation of the noticing process and enough time for residents in the area to receive more information. After receiving public input, the Council adopted amendments to its rules and norms. The first revision was to officially modify the regular meeting schedule. The Council reduced the number of regular City Council meetings from 3 per month to 2 per month on a trial basis in mid-2021. There were no negative impacts to workflow or other unintended consequences. The approved amendment to the regular meeting section formalized these changes for the meeting schedules going forward, acknowledging that the budget review process may require additional meetings. The second revision adds acknowledgments to meeting agendas. The Council office receives many requests to formally recognize individuals, organizations, events, and other observances. Meeting time constraints and limited staff time make it difficult to grant all such requests. This additional section will provide space on the agenda to allow Council members to informally recognize special guests, events, observances, or other items of interest to the community. The third revision modifies the civility and decorum section to clarify its purpose. The proposed language clarifies the purpose for limiting clapping, booing, and other outward expressions of agreement or disagreement with any position. The Council wants to ensure ensure all in attendance feel safe and free to express a differing opinion. The fourth and final revision added a signage section to provide guidance for meeting attendees. The approved new section on signage outlines the limitations and expectations for those attending meetings who want to communicate through signage, including size limits and guidelines on avoiding obstructing views of the dais or walkways. The entire recording from the meetings of February 15th can be accessed on the Ogden City Council's Facebook page and podcast with timestamps to skip to specific agenda items. If you have any questions or comments, please reach out to the Council office at 801-629-8153 or send an email to citycouncil@ogdencity.com.